let's have a beautiful experience. In this video, we're going to talk about some growth hacks to help you naturally raise your testosterone, your human growth hormone, and make your penis bigger. It's a beautiful thing. You gotta love it. Alright, before we get started here, please do me a huge favor. Please ring the bell, subscribe to the channel. Of course, give me that Art Fonzarelli thumbs up like so I say, hey. And of course, follow me on my social media. I go by Jesus_Detroit on my Instagram, Snapchat, I'm YOUNGDAYGO. And you know me, I'm putting content out daily. So like Rocky Balboa says, hey yo, I hear no bell. So make sure you ring the bell, and I'm here to just give you some more hacks and tips to help you, make yourself, better and make yourself manifest the best and grow. Because we're all about here in the BCC, the Big Cock Consciousness, the Big Cock Collective, where I help you manifest a bigger, wider, thicker, longer, stronger, and higher penis. Help you naturally raise your testosterone, your HGH. I'm a spiritual mentor and a guide, and I'm here to expand your mind and increase your size. So, without further ado, I'm here to tell you about, how to grow. And again, I'm in my, vacation flow, so to speak. I mean, every day you can essentially put yourself, where you want to be. And, something really resonated with me was the fact that I can grab energy at any given time. And I always, preach this a lot, and a lot of my, in a bunch of my content on here, I always talk about energy because, I do the Tao practices, that Wu Wei flow, and I listen to Montauk Chi, and one of his, his Tao masters told him that you can do no wrong if you come with energy. And I really believe that, and I just know how to harness that at any given time. And I feel that most of yous out there can do that too. And I feel that if you come with love, you definitely can do no wrong. So love and energy is a beautiful thing. And I want to start this off. I guys do it right. So we're going to start it by saying thank you. Whenever I wake up and my feet, they don't even hit the ground, the first thing that I'm thinking is, when I take that breath, I got a shot today. So go ahead and just feel that. It's a beautiful thing to just, give the gratitude for. And of course, when I got that heart pumping, me, I got to share that matrix hack no matter where I'm at. Like I say, if you see somebody on TV, here's somebody on the other line of the phone, somebody staring at you at the other line in the store, wherever you happen to be. Black Friday's coming up. Just intend on everybody to have a beautiful day, feel love in some kind of way, and go along your day. And that's what this is all about, grabbing your energy. And like I said, today I was at a restaurant, and usually I do a whole bunch of different kinds of workouts to help me manifest the best. And it's really been coming to manifestation for me. And I even got people that are like, what are you doing? Like, are you on gear or whatever? And it's just like, what, that's honestly like one of the best case scenarios about, channeling the divine. Because everything that you want is inside your mind anyways. So like I say, if you want beauty to appear, you got to keep this clear. You got to be a clear conduit for growth. And, when you're going with that flow, go ahead and write down, I'm clear to grow. And you know what? We got to do ourselves a beautiful bun drop just to, get the flow going, get it right. You know how we do here. I just got done doing me some, oh yeah, that just feels more right. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing. Get the Jesus flow going. Got the skin glowing, hair flowing, body growing, spirit knowing that we're doing the right thing. And, it's a beautiful thing. So, with that, I'm going to take a quick salute too. So, like I say, man, I don't condone the use of alcohol, but I don't condone you not being you. And this whole video was inspired because, I was having some dinner, so we had some Mexican food tonight, had some carnitas, and of course, what would be wrong with having a few of these? So I say salute. It's a beautiful thing. You gotta love it. So like, yeah, by the way, whatever Mexican food you like, go ahead and write that down. You gotta have some fun here because That's really what this all comes down to, because if you're smiling, you're doing something right. The smile is divine. It's made inside the mind. And whenever you're doing that, you're at your best light. You're getting as close to source as you can be. Just being in that, just, you know, that growth state of just knowing and just being. And that's what we want to be at all times. And everything else that you're doing, you're essentially just derailing from that. And I'm here to put you back on track and let you know where you're at and let you know that you have the power to grow. And you know what? With that flow, I'll just go ahead and just get them pumped up to let you know that I am magic, I am divine, and I can increase my size. The mind-muscle connection, man. You don't need to go to a gym. All you need to do is look within. And this is where you can really start manifestations with. You know, some people are going to tell you to lift heavy weights, lightweight, whatever collective belief you're going to use to help you achieve. To me, I just go off the feel, and obviously with me, you can see the results is real. You can literally see me grow on the screen because I believe and I feel the magic. And everybody has the power to just make their muscles grow. And when you have this flow, you just know that you grow. And that's a beautiful way to go, man. And this is something that you can do. This way you can work out at the house. You can work out essentially anywhere. And you ain't got to worry about being in a gym. Look at me. I'm naked in a chair. And I'm growing. Got the long hair flowing. It's a beautiful thing. You got to love it. Oh, yeah. Tell you, man, really, you can get pumped up just by sitting there and getting yourself going like that. And that's really what I came with today, because, you know, after, you know, you're going out, you know, some drinks are coming around, and, you know, I'm having some carnitas, and, you know, you're at a point where you're somewhat full, and, you know, all the excuses pile up about why you don't want to go to the gym, or why you don't want to do an exercise or whatever. And you and then you start to realize that all the excuses is really just, you know, the hard part. All you got to do is get out of your own way. And I know it sounds easier said than done, but the more things that you do, the more like totems and like anchors that you can grab onto. Like if you work out, you understand that if you get through cardio, you know the reward of just, you know, sweating out all the toxins and just having that feeling of bliss that you went through that. And some people might not have felt that because it might be a new experience to you, but if it's been something that you have done over and over and over again, you're going to have so many more like experiences that you had that beautiful experience, and you're going to be able to go ahead and harness onto that. And that's exactly what I did. I'm feeling like a little, you know, shot down or whatever. I'm just, you know, all these excuses. I'm just like, you know what? You ain't got to feel that. I look at it like from, you know, you can learn a lot from your animals. And I say this, you know, in a few of my videos, like, you know, your dogs or whatever, they don't care what time of day it is. They don't care how much they ate. They don't care anything. If there's time to go for a ride, if it's time to go for a run, doesn't matter the weather, doesn't matter what's going on, they're ready. They're rip roaring and ready to go, man. And that's a beautiful thing. And you got to understand that. I mean, we're all a part of the divine. And that's an animal that doesn't have like thought and process of just the human experience getting in their way. They're just a clear path to just go have fun and just know that it's going to be a beautiful experience, a beautiful run. And that's something that you can harness onto. And when we're talking about just being able to have like a quick, growth hack, the more things that you do, the more anchors you're going to have to grab onto. And that's why, you take it a day at a time. Like, you don't have to do like a million things out there, man. There's no wrong way at this. Just remember that. Anything and everything works. You just got to believe. And, you know, people are going to tell you, you got to do it like this, do it like that. You know what? Just do it like you. And like I say, there's so many collective beliefs out there to help you achieve. You just got to find the ones that make you. So you can ask yourself, you know, even myself, I go, what collective belief can help me achieve? And I'll take eating a lot of protein, for instance, could be something that can help you manifest more muscle. And when you're able to grab onto that, that's something that can correspond into your manifestation. Another thing, obviously, you know, we see cardio's got this type of benefits. You can grab onto that. And then you know, there's obviously going to be, you know, a two-way street for everything that you do. Like for everything positive, there's always a negative. Like drinking coffee, you know, you can have a whole list that it says that it's good for erections, it's good for blood flow, it's good for, you know, the caffeine's good for triggering metabolism. Then you can have another argument that says, you know, it's bad for this, that, and the other. And you know what? You just got to decide what side that you're on. You know what I mean? How do you resonate with it? Does it make you feel beautiful? That's it. You know what I mean? And if it ain't stopping you from being the best you, and it's really enhancing you, then we go with that. That's what we grow with. And that's how I go the whole way. And, you know, you got people out there that, you know, like you find people that, like when it comes to like dieting or whatever, like they'll be like, I don't eat fast food or whatever. And then sometimes you see the people that are talking about not eating fast food, and you're like, you're the source that's gonna be telling me this, because essentially there's a body with every kind of diet that you essentially want to possess or manifest. I mean, there's a guy out there that's shredded, that's eating McDonald's daily. There's a guy that's, you know, has a huge piece of meat. He's drinking Mountain Dew. I'm not saying that this is for you, but I'm just saying you ain't got to get lost in all these other people's truths of you can't eat this and that, and can't go to Arby's, you can't have White Cast. I don't condone we have the meats. I mean, you know me, you know what we're all about here, having that huge piece of meat, swinging at the knees, throbbing at the pecs, making you your best. You know, I can teach you the more hands-on techniques in the BCC, you know, masturbation for manifestation, the joking, the edging, the super Kegels, all that kind of stuff to really, you know, put a program, put some action into practice, and then, you know, essentially, you know, I can one-on-one design something for you. But, you know, if you really want that, just come get at me. I'm here for you. Now, be as it may, when we're talking about just, you know, getting in your flow state, growth state, it's all about just, you know, just not getting in your own way and lost that you got to do everything a specific way. And like I said, you got people that are going to tell you can't eat McDonald's, you can eat McDonald's, you should be a vegan, you shouldn't be, like all this stuff. All it's going to do is just, it's going to be no good. Like you gotta just grab onto you. Because I feel like essentially, if all thoughts are things anyways, like you just got to create the right things for you. So that's why I always got to put out beautiful thoughts everywhere that I go. I always feel that no matter what, all of us have purpose. And if you're in the room just creating beautiful thought bubbles and beautiful, you know, changes to make this place a better manifestation, and essentially you're making the world a beautiful place. And that's all it comes down to, man. You come from that heart, you put the beautiful things in here, and beautiful things will appear. You keep yourself clear for growth, and that's what this is all about. It's not about getting in your way. It's not about worrying about what this guy and that guy does, or how she's doing this, or that person's doing that. Don't worry about that. You focus on where you're at, because, you know, and essentially, like, whatever somebody's doing, if you ain't got a compliment to give them, just be neutral and just walk away, man. I just feel like just, you know, always intend on somebody to feel beautiful and feel loved. Don't go the other route and say, why does this person look like this or that? That's just no good, because essentially you're just attacking yourself. And you need to remember that. You don't need to hate on anybody, because, you know, like you put hate out, hate comes back. You put love out, love comes back. So don't worry about what anybody else is doing. This is about you. And if you want to do something beautiful, you make sure you give somebody a compliment. Be like, you know what, you're looking beautiful, man. You're looking huge. You know what I mean? And those things, they all transcend and come back to you. You know what I mean? And that's something that you should understand. You know, like I say, one moment at a time, and it's going to really help expand your mind and just let you know that we are magic, we are divine, we can increase our size, and you're going to learn more things as you go and find out how you grow. And you're going to be able to find the way that's helping you manifestation in any kind of way. And, you know, you see it throughout so many different kinds of bodybuilders, so many different kinds of people. You know, this guy works out, like you can have a guy that works out in a park that's extremely shredded and ripped. You can have a guy that's doing heavy weight that's really big. You can have a guy that's doing lightweight that's really big. A guy that's doing cardio that's shredded. A guy that's doing no cardio. There's so many ways to this that you just got to find out what works for you. And I'm just here to just guide you and just help you formulate the best you. Find things that would really correlate and work with you. Like if you feel like, you know what, you don't want to give up on the McDonald's, you don't want to give up on the fast food, that's beautiful. We just got to be able to retool it and be able to, keep it in your life without having to, ruin yourself. Because, you're talking to a guy that I went cold turkey on, that was one of my things. I gave up on fast food for years. But every once in a while, I have to come back to it and just have a taste every now and then, see what a McDonald's French fries is all about. I mean, it's been so many years, and you know what? It ain't going to hurt you for having a little bit here and there. And you look at people, like the way that they look, and they're looking beautiful. You ain't got to worry about like what you're eating. And then you got people that will tell you, oh, I don't eat Chipotle, I don't eat meat. And it's like, you know what? I mean, I feel like where are you at the end of the manifestation? You know what I mean? Like, is your manifestation having the muscle size, or you just gonna be there telling me that you feel healthier, that you don't eat certain types of food, but are you happy with the way that your appearance is in the mirror? You're happy with your muscle mass? Are you happy with the way that you look? And that's what this all comes down to. I intend on everybody to feel confident in who they are and how they feel, because like I say, man, everybody out there, for everybody, somebody's dick's getting hot and somebody's pussy's getting wet. So never let your insecurities ruin anybody's happiness, man. There's so many people and so many ways of getting turned on. It really all comes down to you. And if you're happy with yourself, that's a beautiful thing to go with. That's a beautiful thing to grow with. And we're talking about, making your penis bigger. There's exercises that can do it. Keeping yourself clear can definitely help you do it. And, of course, believing, you know what I mean? You got to understand that it's possible. You got to know that there's cultures, and this has been going on beyond. This is like, we're talking, ever since whatever this came out, you know what I mean? People have always been, figuring this out, you know what I mean? They have it become bigger, wider, and thicker, longer, and stronger. And I'm here harnessing, beliefs from other cultures, going within to the divine, talking to the gods, Priapus and Hercules, and being able to harness onto that power instead of just going on to the science power. Because I don't discredit science, but I don't discredit magic, because they're both real, and I both feel that they can help you out in any way that you feel. And if you feel that this is going to be the best for you, then it is. And that's all that matters. So believe in the grow, and we're going to grow together. And I feel that we got a lot of beautiful experiences to come. This holiday experience is really just like, it puts me in the zone. A lot of Rocky Balboa's been on in the home, and I've been going out, some tamales, a couple beers, some wine. But me, I'm always keeping myself on time. I'm always able to grab and harness the things to help me manifest the best. And I'm here to help you along the way, because look, nobody out there, and nothing against people that want to live the straight edge way, and to each their own, man. There's so many different ways of going about life, and everybody's got their own story that they're creating. And, they're telling themselves, like they say, you can't have a drink, you can't do this. I say, you know what? Hey, that's you. To me, I feel that, like beer, for instance, to me it's a beverage. I find that it actually increases muscle size. And there could be a million different arguments that say, blah, blah. You know what? I'm on the side of growth. So whatever you got to say, you keep that in your own world. Because like I say, we might all live on the same planet, but we're all from different worlds, man. And if your world's coming with love, we can coexist in the universe and expand and grow and be gigantic planets. And you know how I feel and how I know. And just being, having that gigantic attitude, man. Just being the giant, feeling huge and being huge. Head in the clouds, man. Not worried about the little gremlins at your feet. Always spreading the love, of course, not stomping on the wrong person's house or car or anything. You want to be, a loving, friendly, just giant of just love, man. And that's what it really comes down to, man. Helping you be the best you. And, like the holidays are here, man. It really makes me, it's something to celebrate, man. And anytime that you're able to come back to the, the smile. That's a divine thing. So for that, I gotta say salute, And as you see, man, I'm not like lit right now. It's just a beverage, man. Some people, I count my blessings. You better count your blessings. I count my blessings that I'm able to do that, because I know not everybody can, man. And I respect those that can't, and I'm here for you. I mean, if that's something that you need out of your life, I totally respect that. But if it's somebody like, on a day-to-day, you want to feel some of the pleasures in life, I feel like everything with moderation can definitely help out with your manifestation. Because essentially, like, if you do too much of anything, it's no good. I feel like I have that benefit where I know the wire. Like, it's like, usually you get to that point where over here it's no good, but right here it's beautiful. I call that riding the bridge. And there's a bridge on pretty much everything. Like, when it comes to the sweets, when it comes to alcohol, when it comes to what you eat. I mean, everything that you get to. Like, we know that if you go over here, it's no good. But some people, they don't see the bridge. They just want to just keep going. And they don't understand no matter how many experiences that they've had, they don't understand how to, like, look back and be like, you know what? I know that when I get there, I'm going to do this. And for some people, they got to go cold turkey on everything. Okay, they can't have the sweets. They can't have the cigarette. They can't have the beer. And it's just like, you know what? I mean, hey, if that's the way you got to go about it, I say salute to, for you to be the best you. But if you're out there and you want to enjoy life and, be able to have a beautiful experience while you're here, have some beer, have some cheer, have some wine. I mean, let's have a beautiful time. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm all about. The holidays are in the air. And, every day is worth celebrating because you're breathing. You better celebrate life. Anytime that you're doing something, make sure you set the intention, whether you're, even if you're watching like a comedy special, if you're watching Rocky, if you're watching any type, me, I'm a movie buff. So if you're watching anything that just gets you doing this, holiday movies, you got Jingle All the Way, Put the Cookie Down now! And you got, a whole bunch of just beautiful movies, and that's one of my favorites. So go ahead and type down any of your favorite holiday movies, anything that you like to eat from the Mexican restaurants, anything that makes you feel beautiful. Go ahead and write down anything that you just feel, and you know what? There's gonna be plenty more beautiful experiences to come. I just wanted to give you guys a few hacks to just let you know where you're at, and it all comes down to just, understanding that the more things that you do, the more things that you can grab onto to pull yourself out of a rut. And that's what this was all about, man. If you're ever in a situation where you know that you got to go to the gym, or you know that you're going to be better off doing something towards your big penis manifestation, making the huge muscle manifestation, I'm here to help you harness that energy, because essentially it is always there, and you just got to get out of your own way, walk away from the excuse, and as soon as you grab onto that energy, it's going to be there to help you. So with that, there's going to be plenty more beautiful experiences to come. Get at me in the BCC. I got my cat C, my bear and my wolf. There's going to be a whole bunch of beautiful videos and a lot more content coming, coming this year. Me, I'm always here. So, of course, I got to say, ring the bell, baby. Hey, yo, I think I heard a bell. But make sure, you subscribe to the channel, and you're telling your friends, you're doing your due diligence. And like I say, man, I just intend on you guys to spread love any which way that you can. Get out there, do something nice for yourself. Do something nice for somebody else. Give comments. Give love. Always intend on people to feel beautiful and spread that love. And I intend on all of us to become the giants that we set out to become. Manifest the huge mass of muscles. Make that huge piece of meat throb to the pecs. Making us our best. Making you feel however you got to feel. You have that confidence to just be the best you are. So you know that. You guys are beautiful. I love you guys. I'll see you around. Peace.